News tonight on DC News Now. 2 students in the DMV die from the flu. How school leaders in Prince George's County are working to keep classrooms safe.
A pride flag vandalized in DC.
As long as I'm here, those flags will be there.
How the owner is determined to make a stand in the face of hatred.
After some light precipitation tonight, things will clear up on Saturday. We'll let you know if temperatures will also rise throughout the weekend.
The Trump administration with new demands for public transit in D.C.
I'm not sure what else could be done because I feel okay, but I know other people may feel a little bit different.
The new transportation head calling out the district, despite local leaders' continued efforts to increase security and efficiency.
Imagine renting a car, then being put in cuffs because you're driving it. Traumatizing moments for one Maryland man who experienced exactly that. We begin with breaking news tonight at 10. 2 Prince George's County students have died from the flu. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. This is a tragedy that comes during a very busy flu season all across the country, as well as right here in the DMV. DC News Now's Max Marcilla joining us live in the studio. And Max, what do we know about these students who died?
Well, Chris and Susan, we don't know too much. Prince George's County Superintendent Millard House III sent a letter to parents and students with the announcement that, again, 2 of their students have died. It's unclear right now what schools they attended, but we're told the school district is dealing with outbreaks at several schools. The superintendent says all campuses and buses are being disinfected, going through enhanced cleaning in high traffic areas. The superintendent also says schools are enforcing proper hygiene and hand washing, and his letter also asked parents to keep sick kids home and consider getting them vaccinated. Now, PGCPS has a partnership with the Department of Health, so parents, you can take your kids to get a shot at the Cheverly Health Department. That's open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. through 3 p.m. And we'll continue our coverage of this breaking news tomorrow morning. We'll speak with a Maryland doctor, her advice for you parents out there. Right now, school leaders say their hearts go out to the students' families and loved ones during this difficult time, and they will continue to monitor the situation with local health officials and update the Prince George's County community and families regularly. Live in the studio, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Yeah, so heartbreaking, Max. Thank you. Meanwhile, developing now at 10, DC's Black Lives Matter Plaza will start undergoing changes on Monday. DDOT says they'll begin restructuring the plaza and temporarily close 16th Street Northwest in phases. A process will take place over the next 6 to 8 weeks. Now, earlier in the week, Mayor Muriel Bowser said the renaming and removal of the Black Lives Matter painting will happen. It comes as the Republican-controlled Congress threatens to withhold money from the district if that mural is not removed. Mayor Bowser says the city has to prioritize other things at the moment.
All right, we have arrived to Friday. It is a busy one. We have to remember to switch our clocks, bring it forward, and maybe enjoy some sunshine.
Absolutely. It's going to feel very spring-like over the next several days, Damon.
Everything's coming together right at the right time, right? Here as we get into the weekend. Yeah, that warmer weather and that extra daylight's right around the corner. But around that corner first, we got to get through this precipitation, folks, as yes, a warm front, it has arrived. We saw the clouds building in just before sunset here today. We're staying cloudy throughout the night, but only a select few of us are running into some of this very light rainfall and, yes, snowfall out across the mountains, though. That's the only part of the DMV you'll find that little bit of wintry weather, Garrett and Mineral counties. But check it out, the light rain, it is not all reaching the ground, and whatever is trying to hit the ground there, it's just a very light drizzle, very light rainfall at worst. And the district is dry as you head up toward Frederick. The rain that was just overhead has wrapped up. We have a little bit of that drizzle in Mount Airy and then back over toward parts of northern Carroll County. And hey, by the time we get to your Saturday morning, well, hey, there's no more rainfall. There's no wet weather at all. We'll actually be seeing that sun breaking right back out, and it looks to turn into a pretty beautiful day, even though temperatures try to stay a little bit chillier. Now, as we head throughout the rest of the weekend, are we going to continue bringing these temperatures up? We'll have that answer in your full forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. New tonight, vandalism in the district targeting the LGBTQ community. We are seeing a new video, take a look right here, of someone breaking a pride flag, taking it right from a family's front yard.
And the homeowner now vowing to put even more flags on his lawn. DC News Now's Ben Dennis sat down with that homeowner tonight.
And Ben, why did he say it was just so important at this point to amplify queer voices at this moment?
Yeah, Michael Evans made a fine point of that. He also says he's not necessarily surprised that somebody snatched one of his gay pride flags from his front yard. He says that people feel emboldened right now, possibly to discriminate because of national debate over queer issues. Well, just like this pride flag that's right here in his front yard, he's planning to add even more in light of the incident.
I looked at it, I was just reviewing things, and I was really kind of shocked.
There it was, as clear as day. But in the middle of the night, one of Michael Evans' pride flags picked up by someone Thursday morning at 2:45.
Because we had been without power, initially my first thought, because they were dressed in like a raincoat, I thought, oh, this must be a Pepco person. And I quickly realized it wasn't.
Mere feet from where he composes music in his living room, someone grabbed the flag, walked onto the sidewalk, turned around, and drove the rod of the flag into a plant pot and broke it. The sound captured on surveillance video.
Homophobia and hatred, it's just there. And people are, if this person is having an episode or is angry at gay people, this is the kind of thing we see, you know, where, yeah, not just take it, but break it, let people know that, you know, they're destroying this stuff. I mean, that's the message that I got.
Evans says this is the first time a flag has been vandalized at his home of 20 years. He even keeps a drawer full of them. Now he hopes by sharing the video, including to the app Nextdoor, he can send a message to other queer people.
Keep an eye out, you know, be vigilant, don't not put stuff out. I think I even mentioned in the post, as soon as it happened, I put 2 fresh flags out and ordered 12 more. So, you know, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. As long as I'm here, those flags will be there.
And Evans says that he is in the process of filing a police report. No word if anybody might possibly face charges as a result of this. But D.C. City Code says destructing personal property could face a fine and upwards of 180 days in jail. In the Foggy Bottom neighborhood in Northwest D.C., Ben Dennis, D.C. News Now.
All right, Ben, thanks for that update. New tonight, the interim U.S. attorney for the district sending out an open letter to police officers.
Edward Martin says he is standing with officers. He's pledging to take a number of steps in support, including not tolerating anyone criticizing officers in court. Martin also says he will no longer allow judges or prosecutors to make decisions based on its confidential list of officers who have prior misconduct concerns.
Also in the district, police have recovered a body from the Anacostia River. They say someone reported this discovery around 3 this afternoon. This was right near South Capitol Avenue there in Southwest. This continues to be a developing story, and we'll be sure to stay on top of the details, bringing you the very latest on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. And an update out of Virginia, the suspect accused of threatening to shoot up a church in Haymarket has been found guilty. The jury convicted Ray Jiang of a hate crime against the congregants there at Park Valley Church. Prosecutors say that Jiang posted threatening messages on social media and attempted to shoot people there at the church back in 2023. He now faces a possible life in prison when he's sentenced in June.
We are getting more images of the district clearing out encampments. You can see here crews working on the East Street Expressway in Northwest. President Trump recently posted on social media demanding Mayor Muriel Bowser remove all the people and tents. The mayor responding that the city will take care of the situation, but also saying they already have a robust process of clearing and cleaning the camps. And developing now at 10, the Trump administration also taking aim at DDOT and Metro over safety concerns. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy asking both agencies for reports within 30 days. Now, over the past year, Metro has taken noticeable steps to decrease fare evasion and increase security. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg live at the Gallery Place Metro station. And Daniel, tonight the Metro GM responding.
Chris, Metro GM Randy Clark says while he's made incredible progress, there's still work to be done. I asked people here at this station whether they felt safe and also whether they thought DC and Metro were being singled out. Metro has invested millions in more secure fare gates at 98 stations and fare boxes on 1,500 buses.
Fare gates are fine. They work incredibly well.
Since installation, GM Randy Clark says rail fare evasion is down 82%, but it's not foolproof.
I still see fare evasion. They still jump over the fence, over the little gate.
In a letter to Clark Thursday, U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said WMATA must ensure crime and fare evasion are reduced. Some are questioning whether Metro is being singled out.
Isn't fare evasion a problem like citywide, nationwide? I mean, especially in New York and all states. So are we just picking who we will and will not allow to pay fare?
Duffy is asking Metro to provide plans to reduce crime and fare evasion and provide financial data about those efforts. The reality is Metro has put more special police officers in stations and on trains, saying crime has been reduced by 40% and is at its lowest in 5 years. But recent shootings and stabbings worry riders.
I think there are parts of Metro that are really need to step up the enforcement, and so I'm okay with applying pressure where it needs to be applied.
Clark thanked Duffy for his interest, saying, "We look forward to working with our federal partners, U.S. Attorney, etc., to enhance America's metro system." Again, Metro has 30 days to respond. That letter was sent yesterday. We're live near Gallery Place Metro Station. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Washington, D.C., Maryland, and 18 other states are suing the federal government over the firing of probationary federal employees. Now, this is different than the class action appeal we first told you about last night. The lawsuit is led by Maryland's Attorney General. The state estimates about 10% of Maryland households receive wages from the federal government. The AG is moving for a temporary restraining order to stop any future firings of federal probationary employees in Maryland and to reinstate those who have already been dismissed. Now, keep in mind, most probationary workers have been on the job less than 1 year.
It's just another example of the stressful time for so many workers. And now the Washington Nationals, they want to show their support for all of these federal employees. They're offering current and former workers free tickets to the exhibition game against Baltimore. So each person, you can get up to 2 tickets.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. The game is at Nationals Park on Monday, March 24th. It's a 1 o'clock first pitch. You can get those tickets, by the way, through the MLB Ballpark app.